Return for the climactic clash between the forces of good and evil. Return to a galaxy far, far away. The climactic clash between the forces of good and evil. Return of the Jedi. The next chapter in the continuing Star Wars saga. The battle for freedom rages on. The heart of a hero. The courage of a rebel. The strength of a leader. The loyalty of comrades. The power of the Force. The cunning of the enemy. A destiny revealed.
Is Darth Vader my father?
A legend fulfilled. An epic of heroes, villains, and aliens from 1,000 worlds. It's a trap! The quest continues. The circle closes. The saga lives on. Return of the Jedi begins May 25th at a theater in your galaxy.
Hey, welcome to Jedi Council. Here with Gonzo and Ken. And of course, this week is Return of the Jedi. And of course, the last episode of The Mandalorian. So, I don't know. Am I the only one who's old enough to have seen this in the theaters?
What year was it?
82.
82.
No, I was already born. Hey, ladies, what's going on?
I like that, Mar. I hope I'm not hammering too loudly. Katrina says, Mar, we can't hear you. Hey, Katrina. Hey, Mar. Thanks for coming in.
What's going on, guys?
So, truthfully, I think when it comes to Star Wars movies, this one I was probably more excited for than any other Star Wars movie.
Why?
Because, you know, you go so many years. Are you serious, Gonzo? You go so many years, you know, without one, you know what I mean? And, you know, and by that time we had VHS, so you were able to watch the first two on VHS, and you were just ready for a new story is what you were ready for, especially after Empire Strikes Back. I mean, they killed it with that one.
True.
So, but this was going to be where Luke was actually going to be a Jedi, finally. So,
well, he's gonna show his powers, though. That's always what he's gonna do.
True.
Right?
Yes.
Oh,
But,
I messed that up more.
Just leave it, man.
But I don't know. I just remember. Do you remember when it first came out that they put out posters and T-shirts that said "Revenge of the Jedi"?
Yeah,
and a few of them actually made it out.
I remember that.
And they're like worth lots of money if somebody has one. So
I remember that stuff.
I don't remember that. I was 2.
I was 2.
You were what? What did he say? He was 2? That's what he said?
2, yeah.
Stop lying, man. You were 2.
But
probably with 22, but not 2.
Yeah. But you know, the thing was, you know, the whole thing is you I think probably iconic scene, and it kind of gives you that feeling of the cantina is obviously Jabba's palace. And you know, of course, you got everybody in there that you can think of, and you got Jabba, and of course, then you have I can't think of his name. Bib Fortuna, who is the Twi'lek, who's like Jabba's right-hand person or translator. And then, of course, then you have his little pet, quacking monkey lizard, which was named, I can't think of his name. I know his name, and I can't. Salicious B. Crumb. Yes.
Dang, you know those names?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know that.
Yes, his name is Salicious B. Crumb.
Isn't it
Now,
better said the lizard from Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah, he's a Kowakian monkey lizard. So, which wasn't there one where they were actually showing them where they were eating Kowakian monkey lizards? I think one of the new ones showed that. Yeah.
What's up, Megan?
But hey, Megan. But yeah. So I mean, you had all that. You had the original band, and then when they did the new edition, then they added more stuff into it. You got what was it? Yeah, so I can't remember the new guy that was added into it, his name. But then you also had Boba Fett hanging out, which made you know it's a cool place because Boba Fett's hanging out there.
Don't get
This
it.
is the way.
And then, of course, Jabba had his favorite ornament, which was Han Solo and Carbonite hanging up on the wall.
Oh, I thought it was
And-
Princess Leia.
Well, that
Well,
was
that was
later.
the second.
I will go all the way around.
Right. We got to learn what a Rancor was. Probably one of the things that scares you the most things ever. And funny thing is do you remember those little things that you got where you got to like you had them and you could put them on your keychain, you had to feed them and everything like that? They were
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha something.
Taguchi. Yeah. Well, Star Wars put out their own, and I had one, and it was where I could raise a Rancor from a baby, hatch it and raise it. And I probably know a lot about Rancors that I probably shouldn't know about. But
Did you ever see how they actually filmed that? It's actually a puppet.
yeah. Well, I think some of it's puppet, but I think the other part, isn't it like stop motion as well?
No, it's all puppet.
Is it all
puppet?
Yep, 3 guys.
Yep.
But
It's actually
About Jabba,
on Disney
right?
Plus.
and then
Yeah.
we seen something that popped up in Mandalorian this season.
Boba Fett?
The the Gamorrean guards.
Well, tough
They're at
pronunciation.
Jabba's palace. What's that?
No, good. Just me being silly.
Yeah.
You know me.
And then so you got their attempt to obviously get Han Solo. The first two to show up is R2 and C-3PO.
Yeah.
Who, with C-3PO's surprise, found out that Luke was giving them over to Jabba.
That's a mistake.
He doesn't know what's going on until the end.
I don't think they tell him what's going on because he's one of those that probably gives it away.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we're here because Master Luke. Shut up.
So, but actually, before they got there, didn't Lando get there first?
It doesn't show. It doesn't
Well,
show.
Lando was there though. But
Yeah,
Lando was
Lando's
there
already
already.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, Lando was there.
Which is funny because he's wearing the disguise that was worn in Solo. Did you ever notice that when they went to Kessel?
Yep.
And was Han wearing it at Kessel? One of them was wearing it at Kessel. It wasn't Lando though.
I think it was Han who was wearing it.
Yeah. So it was a neat callback in Solo for that to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Lando had already been there. This was, and I think this was all just a big plan. They knew this, you know. And then next they have the bounty hunter show up with Chewbacca. And the bounty hunter's name was Bosch. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And of course things got a little heated, pulled out a thermal detonator. And then it came down to release Han from the carbonite, and that's when Leia was revealed, and the whole time didn't know Jabba and them were all watching.
Yep.
From
And
behind the screen. Mm-hmm.
and then that's when we got one of our best views was Leia in the metal bikini. And then that's when our hero shows up, Luke Skywalker. So
Which,
But-
by the way, all dressed in black.
in black, like his father.
You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
And what some of the deleted scenes showed was before R2 and 3PO went in, it shows Luke finishing his lightsaber.
I never saw that.
Yeah, it's a deleted scene. It shows him in a cave, and he's finishing the lightsaber.
Yeah, it's in the bonus.
Yeah, and then, of course, he doesn't have it when he gets there, right? Because he's already gave it over to R2.
Yep. Part of the plan.
Yes. So, which brings to another iconic scene is when they go out.
Hold on. You have like a bug going through your jacket all the way back there. Yeah. You're good, I think. You found him?
No, I didn't find him. But so we have them go out, and they go out to the pit of Carcoon, where the Sarlacc is. Yeah.
And now something interesting happens there.
Let's take a guess. Boba Fett.
How the hell did he survive that?
It was his armor.
Apparently.
Well, the thing is they've kind of given different ideas that possibly the Sarlacc was eaten by a crate dragon.
Yeah.
The other thing was they talked about how Boba Fett was able to get out because they said that when the barge exploded, it actually injured the Sarlacc. That's the canon version. Well, Jabba's barge blew up. It injured the Sarlacc, which gave Boba Fett the chance to get out. So, and then there's a legends of how he got out, and that was, of course, kind of weird because it was like the Sarlacc was able to take on the soul of people he had already eaten before, and Boba was speaking with them, and he got the Sarlacc to contract around his jetpack, which blew it up and shot him out, which we know that ain't true because he's got his jetpack. But yeah, so we got all that. It was a good beginning. I don't think it was as good as starting on a snow planet where there's going to be a battle where mechanical camels are coming at them, giant mechanical camels. But I thought it was great. Of course, we knew this one was going to have to end on a good note since the last one ended on a bad note. Well, no, I wouldn't say a bad note. It had the better story, and but it was a cliffhanger. So, and of course, with George Lucas, it's always the good's going to prevail. And I don't know. I liked it. He returned to Dagobah. I don't know how his training was completed because I don't know. Did something happen in between Empire and Return of the Jedi? Because it seemed like that training would take a little bit longer, even though they said Luke was trained differently than any Jedi, because they said Luke was actually trained to be a weapon. So, but of course, you had Ben and Yoda who already gave up. They believed that Anakin couldn't be turned back, and they believed he was too far gone. Where Luke, who was like his mother, who before she passed away, looked at Obi-Wan and said there's still good in him. And then that comes to Luke, where he believes there's still good in his father. So, and then probably the biggest part that's kind of unbelievable is a tribe of teddy bears defeating the Empire.
Oh my god!
So, but
they're the best part of the whole movie.
I kind of like that part, like they're in the forest and all this speeders and what's it called? It's not called a speeder. Is what is it called?
Oh, speeder bike.
Speeder bike. There you go. Yeah, that scene. They go around the forest and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Oh, I'll tell you what. When I was a kid, the speeder bike, when it came out with the Scout Trooper, you had to order it. You couldn't buy it at the store. And I remember I ordered it and waited for it to come. And I remember when I got it, it was so neat. So,
yeah, I remember having the whole playset, the whole treehouse.
I think I still have it here.
I wish I had it.
My dad actually brought all of it down and said, "I don't want this in our closet anymore."
Really?
Yeah. He said, "You find a place for it."
At least he throw it away like my parents.
Well,
Right
the
in
thing
trash.
was we should have sold it because I have a friend who was going around buying everybody's Star Wars toys, and we worked together. He was my supervisor, and I went to school with him, and we were talking about Star Wars. He's like, "You need to come over to my house." I went to his house. I wish he still had it. I think he ended up selling it all to a museum.
Oh wow, really?
And I wish I was doing YouTube because this would have been a great YouTube video to do. But I went down into his basement, and it looked like a Star Wars toy store.
Damn.
He had everything. He even had like a lightsaber, not like what you can buy now. It was something that was made for him.
Yeah.
And everything like that. And he actually had it signed by what's the kid's name that played Anakin in Phantom Menace?
I don't remember his name.
I can't think of his name, but he just lives in Carmel, Indiana, over near Indianapolis.
You told me. Jake Lloyd.
Jake Lloyd.
Jake Lloyd Matthew is his second name, yeah.
Yeah. And my friend Casey actually knew somebody who knew him and asked if he could get Jake Lloyd to sign the lightsaber.
Wow.
So
that's pretty cool.
But yeah. So Luke builds his own lightsaber in this one. And we have the battle. There's two battles actually going on at the end. You have the lightsaber battle. It's kind of like the Phantom Menace. You had two battles going on at the same time.
Which, by the way, that guy is all messed up.
What guy's that?
Jake.
Jake Lloyd?
Yeah.
Well, he's older.
No, meaning that he went to jail and everything.
Yeah, well, he is a child star. That happens a lot of times with them.
Pretty much.
Because remember, he was also, before he was in Star Wars, he was in Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger as well.
Yes, he was.
That's what it was. That's right. It was.
But yeah. So they had that. So they had the two battles going on at the same time, and this is the second Death Star. Obviously, it's not completely full. And what I liked was listening to. There was certain comedians that was talking about that. I think it was Clerks, where they were talking about the second Death Star wasn't even, when they blew it up, it wasn't just Imperials. They had contractors there,
Yeah, everybody was there.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and they had, they talked that many Bothans lost their lives to get the plans for the Death Star, which this time we didn't really get. I think I found your bug.
I told you.
Yeah. But
this is the way. Go off camera and take it out. Go off camera and take it out.
I think I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stepping on, bro. Stepping on it.
But,
hey, listen, Chris. We gotta be careful. For some reason, Mar is sitting in a bookcase.
What?
That's what she's saying in the chat. So you gotta be careful.
She doing the elf on the shelf thing.
Apparently. Mar, we want you. Okay, healthy and everything. Don't do that. So yeah, man, it's a great thing. This is, I think, this one of the greatest movies because you have different things that going on to different places, but at the same time, everything comes together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It takes you to that and down to one place, the other place, and
that's one thing Lucas did for us. That it doesn't seem like Disney's doing that now through The Mandalorian. But what Lucas did, he didn't go back to the same worlds very often.
Yeah.
He would give it new worlds. And I really like that. There's lots of worlds I would like to see that would be I'd like to see Dantooine, the one that she says is where the rebel base is. I'd like to see something that like I said, I would like to see I can't even think of it. What's the world Galaxy's Edge is supposed to be on? It's Batuu.
Yeah, Batuu.
Yeah, I would love to see Batuu in The Mandalorian or in something. I would love to see that.
So you really like the movie? I mean, is it one of your favorite?
Return of the Jedi. Hey, I found my bug. It's a stink bug.
Yeah, it was something big.
But no, Empire is my favorite by far. It wasn't my favorite at the beginning. At the beginning, Star Wars: A New Hope had been my favorite, and then I think after so long, I just started realizing Empire was the better story. You know what I mean?
Empire's by far the best out of all of them.
So,
But this one's kind of on my actually bottom.
Really, Return of the Jedi?
Yeah,
Why?
I'm not a fan of it. It's just not my thing. I mean, the battle scenes are pretty cool,
Right.
but I think the story kind of drags on, and I don't know, the whole thing
That's
of Yoda
true,
dying. It just kind of
I kind of feel like
they put too much in it, and it kind of just died. Like they should have broken it into another one.
I kind of feel like Return of the Jedi and Revenge of the Sith should have been like a yin and a yang.
Yeah.
So,
But I actually like Sith.
Yeah. So because I mean, you actually see in Revenge of the Sith, you see Anakin follow the dark side. Return of the Jedi, you see him returning to the light.
Yeah,
true.
So, and then
it wasn't the worst. It just wasn't one of my actually favorite.
Right. And then you got the weird thing at the original. I mean, the original before the special editions with Darth Vader with eyebrows. In the original, when they took the mask off and he was all burnt, he still had eyebrows. They removed them in the special edition. So, but they had that. Now, I will talk about something, and this is going to be a little bit off subject. It's about Darth Vader, and I watched a thing called Three Faces of Vader, and they showed that the Three Faces of Vader was Darth Maul, Count Dooku, and General Grievous.
Really?
Grievous?
Really?
Okay. So Darth Maul would be like the slave boy. He was basically enslaved when he was younger by Palpatine and trained to be Sith and everything like that. All right. Dooku represents the fallen Jedi. And he didn't leave the Jedi until after Qui-Gon was killed. And then Grievous is the machine.
So he didn't leave until Qui-Gon died?
Yeah, he didn't
leave before that, no?
No, he left after Qui-Gon was killed.
So he really wasn't that long.
Right. Well, I mean, it really depends on, because Qui-Gon was killed in the Phantom Menace. So Anakin was 9 by the time they did Attack of the Clones.
17, right? He was?
Yeah, something like that. 17 or 18. Yeah. I'd probably have to say 17 because isn't that what Luke and Leia were supposed to be in the first one? So I could see them mirroring that. So, but yeah. So yeah. From I think it's in legend that Dooku didn't leave until a little after Qui-Gon was killed.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Because he's an older guy, so I guess I kind of figured he's been there for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, Return of the Jedi, I think it really was hoping for you to answer questions, because at that time we didn't know what the Clone Wars were. They were mentioned by Ben. You really would have thought that the Clone Wars would have been brought up by Yoda, but I guess the whole thing was this was something Lucas seen, but he didn't know how it was going to come out. Not from what I understood, the reason why he didn't do the original or the sequel or prequel trilogy first was because the technology wasn't there.
Yeah, he always said until he had the technology.
Yeah. So
I'm actually going to start reading The Heir of the Empire, which is like 5 years after.
Yeah.
After Jedi.
Damn. Why does it look like that?
That still is my favorite movie, A New Hope. It was the first movie I saw that the music and the video made me cry at the beauty. Luke's theme playing as he looked out. Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
That's right, Mar. And one of the TV shows that actually really caught the reaction of people back in the 70s seeing that. You ever seen that episode of that 70s show?
Mhm.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Show.
It was when they went to see Star Wars, and even Kitty and Red went, and they showed their reaction. Yeah.
Yeah, but also back then they would go to movies 3, 4, 5 times to actually see it.
Right.
I mean, it was that popular.
Well, like I
You
said,
don't see that now.
well, I mean, when it came out, we went to see it as many times as we could. I even remember my aunt finding the last theater in Indiana playing it and driving us. I think it was like almost on the other side of Indiana. Driving.
If you remember back then, I know we had VHS and everything, but it took like a year after the movie came out before it came out.
In the
Now it's like a month after it's out, it's already on.
Well, I think in the 70s, VHS was kind of like how the computer was when it first came out. Not everybody had one.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So, I mean, this is the original trilogy. This is where it all started. Obviously, if it wasn't done well, we wouldn't be here talking about it right now.
No, it was 11 of them plus TV shows.
So, but Return of the Jedi, like I said, it's up there for me because it's one of the originals. Plus, I mean, and who better to get for Yoda? Obviously, we should have talked about this in Empire, but Frank Oz, the voice of Fozzie and Miss Piggy. So,
Yep.
But yeah,
but it's so funny when you see Yoda now.
The Yoda they use now, I don't even think it looks like Yoda.
No, nothing at all.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like him.
No, I think probably the best concept they did for Yoda was the animated one for the Clone Wars. I thought Yoda looked awesome in the Clone Wars.
But did you see the new Funko Pop that's coming out in, I think it's March? It's actually the original drawing that was not actually used.
Oh, really?
You have to pre-order it through Amazon.
Oh, wow. No, I haven't seen that yet.
It was amazing. He has hair.
Yeah.
He has hair.
Oh,
So he said he has hair.
Oh, wow. But so, Return of the Jedi. I think we can move on.
To what?
The Mandalorian.
Whew. Yeah, go ahead.
Boba Fett's bad. Deal with it.
That what?
Boba Fett is bad.
Boba Fett's not bad.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Think about it. I watched it 3 times.
Why do you think it is?
Why did he tell him to take off his jetpack?
Why?
Don't tell me it's a gun. It's not. If he had a jetpack, he could have rescued the child.
Okay.
You know what, Ken? I think you're right, except for the only thing you forgot was you forgot to put ass after bad.
I know. Okay, I got it. But why do you all think he's a badass?
The way he put those stormtroopers down. The way he put those stormtroopers down, then once he got his armor, I meant the guy was like, you never seen Din Djarin fight like that. This guy's trained. So, I mean, he's been doing this for years. He was the best bounty hunter in the galaxy for a long time. He was actually known as Vader's right hand.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, me too. I thought about that because I rewatched it today, and I'm like, is he surprised the Empire's back because he's thinking, he's surprised, or is it he's thinking, I can go back to doing what I did for the Empire? And
there's a reason why he's sticking around. He already got his armor back. I know he said it for the child. There's more. I think he wants to steal a child. I think he wants a bounty for it.
I think there's going to be something that comes down between him and Bo-Katan. Because he actually has an argument to be the ruler of Mandalore.
You think so?
Yeah, because Jaster Muriel was was the leader of the real Mandalorians. And then when he died, Jango took over as leader, which would give Boba Fett the lineage to be leader over the Mandalorian. Now, I'm not saying Bo-Katan does not have, she does as well.
Yeah.
So, but then again, does Boba Fett want it? Because he said, I'm just a simple man working my way through or across the universe. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but what's funny is that also comes from what Jango Fett said in Attack the Clones. He said, I'm just a simple man working my way through the galaxy. I mean, so who knows? I mean, is this what Boba wants, or is it just Boba just wants to be doing what he always does? I don't know. I think Boba Fett coming back, I think, because I think he works for whoever will pay him the highest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to help out because what more could you pay him than to give him back his armor? So I don't know. I think we could have all different ways. I think the thing is them turning Boba Fett into a more of a hero than a bad guy would probably benefit, because he's probably one of the most popular Star Wars characters there are out there, who had probably less film time than anybody there was.
I think it'd be better if he becomes bad. I think having a bad, if they're going to come out with another series for him, have it be a bad series where he's a bad guy, you know, going after, looking, trying to take people, do what he has to do his bounty. I mean, him being a good guy, I don't see it. A bounty hunter does not change. He got back his gear. He's ready to go.
Oh, you never know what.
I think he's trying to. I think he's trying to capture the child. There was no reason for him to tell him to take off his pack, and all of a sudden he got his gear, and then all of a sudden everything happened. They didn't blow up his ship.
But I do like how they've been showing how strong the Beskar armor is. I think that's really awesome how they
last 2 things. And I don't think we're going to see the child back. I mean, we'll see him in its shows, but I don't think he'll be back.
I think we're going to end up seeing a bunch of. I like how they want to break Bill Burr out. I think that's awesome. Bring Bill Burr back.
True.
So,
but I definitely have a feeling Luke is going to show up in the last episode.
Amen to that.
And he is going to be the one to
the
find
young
the
version,
child.
though. The young version, though. No, the old man. So it's going to be.
He and Fennec could have a path to half the reward. But then again, Fennec kind of owes a life debt to him, too, because.
True.
But now in Legends, Boba Fett does become the head of Mandalore. And during the Yuuzhan Vong invasion, helps the New Republic fight against the Yuuzhan Vong. So he actually fights along with Han in that battle. I believe the Razor Crest, I'd say by the end it gets restored.
Yes. Better than ever.
From what? There's nothing left.
There's nothing left, but that doesn't mean it was the only Razor Crest that was out there.
No, Katrina, when we mean Luke, it's Luke, but like 30 years younger. It's not going to be the same actor. It's not going to be Hamilton. No,
it's going to be Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, which looks a lot like him when he was a young kid.
Yeah, the funny thing is, though, if you watch like one of the Marvel movies with him as the Winter Soldier, you don't even think about it because, you wouldn't even think about comparing the two.
That is very true.
But I did see pictures of him and when Mark Hamill was younger, and they do look a lot alike.
Yeah, just dye the hair and you're good.
But I just don't know how Sebastian Stan's going to pull off that wimpy, whiny voice.
Or maybe he got a better voice,
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they'll do that with Fett. I guess they could possibly. That could be a road. They could have him go down there. But they also talked about how Fennec reminded people of Van Wessel.
Hey Yoda, what's going on? Look, you have Yoda in the chat, man.
Yeah. Did you ever notice that? Even the helmet she wears and everything is like Van Lussen.
That is true. This is the way.
So,
don't you agree that since the last episodes, every episode is getting better?
I thought
Better.
I thought that Ahsoka Tano was the
better.
You know what I mean?
She was awesome.
Yeah.
No, but this probably was my most favorite episode.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing is you always thought that Din Djarin was a badass when it came to being Mandalore, and then we see Boba.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what? And when he's fighting with the gaffy stick, I mean,
yeah, that was when he was breaking the head. Oh my god!
Yeah, breaking the head.
He was no joke.
No.
I mean, I know he's tough. I got that, but he can't be a good guy. It's impossible. Impossible. No good guy can do that stuff to people.
They're stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Still, there's no possible way.
They made the Dark Trooper canon.
All right. Anybody think the Dark Troopers look horrible, or was it just me?
No,
I felt Ultron.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, it kind of reminded me more of like Iron Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at your chat, Chris.
What's that?
The little man is doing his thing over there.
Bring Darth Maul, they will.
Behave, you will behave.
If they bring back Darth Maul, forget about it. I'm done.
Is he still alive? Yeah, he's still. No, he's not.
Wait, did you hear Lucas's trilogy that Darth Maul was supposed to come back and be the villain?
No, I didn't know that.
After who?
Mm-hmm.
No, when the sequel trilogy, Darth Maul was supposed to become the villain.
Yeah, they should have kept him for at least the first two. I don't know why they killed him off so fast.
But I guess it's come out about the what he gave over to Disney, what he was planning, and it's been leaked out that's what he was going to do. Darth Maul was going to be the actual villain in the sequel trilogy.
True.
So would that be awesome to see Luke fight Darth Maul?
True.
Hmm.
Why, you don't like the idea?
I don't see it.
No.
See it.
Why? What are we gonna do with him?
I don't know.
I mean, Darth Maul. No, let's be honest. How can Darth Maul keep coming back?
Why not?
No.
I don't know.
What are they gonna make him half robot now? I mean,
they're bringing back Anakin already, so might as well.
I'd rather them bring.
I mean, no Anakin. Luke.
No, they need to make some new characters then.
You know what I think what's gonna happen? It's gonna be Luke, but we're not gonna see him until next season.
I think it's gonna be Luke or Gonzo.
The way that it's gonna end, you're gonna see his, like the Jedi semblance thing.
Right.
But that's it.
Now I have heard.
Well, I did hear. You go.
They've talked about possibly doing a series on Cade Skywalker.
Really?
Yes,
Ooh.
Cade Skywalker is the grandson of Luke.
Hey, Mike O'Reilly, what's going on?
And if they were to do that, that would make Darth Krayt canon.
So I was watching some YouTube thing. Somebody was saying who's a child talking to, right? And they kept having ideas, and they say,
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Mace is not actually dead. Yes, we all know he got cut off. He fell out the window. He's not dead. And so they showed a picture of him all chopped up, all eye missing.
Right.
I'm actually wondering that maybe that's something that they want to do.
I seen the same thing about Mace being the one that comes back, but I seen him where he comes back and he's got gray hair.
No, this one didn't show hair, but it showed like his eye was all scratched all over his face.
Okay, what you're talking about, I think, came from there was a theory that he was Snoke.
No. This wasn't. It's just talking about.
But this was an old theory.
Oh, really?
Like, before. They actually had a theory. There were so many theories on who Snoke was. Even Boba Fett was brought up as possibly being Snoke. So, but and then, even Vader, they believed was Snoke. There was so many theories on that. I seen all the theories on that. I seen all the theories on who they believe Rey was, and
but the only problem that I have, if it's Mace, how old is he? I mean, he wasn't young when he died. He's been around,
right?
So.
Right, and from what I've seen is some of the theories that's been made that if Mace is still alive, is they believe that he turned to the dark side,
Which he did say. Remember, he has power for extra build. That's why he had that purple lightsaber.
Well, he also practiced a form called Vapod, where he was able to draw the dark side off of his opponent and use it against them.
Yeah,
that's how he was able to keep up with Sidious.
Oh yeah, he would have killed him if it worked.
Because I believe from the adaptation that in the book that when Anakin walks in, all he sees is a purple and red blur. That's all he sees during that fight. They were moving so fast. So, but I'm sorry, Michael.
But I think it's going to be Luke. I think it's going to be Luke.
I could see that, but it would be nice to see maybe somebody else show up. I don't know.
It would be good if it was a brand new character, but I think they're trying to take some older characters and kind of mix it in. Because I like to see more TV shows. More TV shows. Less movies.
What if it's Yaddle that shows up?
Who?
Yaddle.
What happened to the Jar Jar Binks?
Oh, please.
Jar Jar Binks. How would Jar Jar Binks show up to train a Jedi?
Listen, she said it was a Jedi.
We know it's a Jedi.
It's going to be Luke.
But Luke's not the only Jedi alive.
It's a lot of Jedi in
hiding. It could be Ezra Bridger.
There's a lot, like 6 of them.
You know that? It could be Ezra Bridger shows up.
Mike, I hope you feel better, bro.
What about well, I haven't played it all the way through yet, so I don't know. What's his name? The one from Jedi Fallen Order. Is it possible he could show up? Don't ruin the ending for me. I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah, it's too bad that he died, but
really, Gonzo?
Man, I don't know. Well, you know what? Let me check this out.
Or it could be somebody that we only even know.
Right.
I mean,
but
bring a new character to it. You think they would do that?
Well, they're trying to make more TV shows. I mean, eventually you have to get new characters.
I don't know. I
think Disney's going to put all their eggs into Disney Plus when it comes to Star Wars for TV shows. Really? It's cheaper, and they get look how many people are watching it.
How many?
Oh no, was it 53 million subscribers now? Disney Plus.
The only problem with Yaddle showing up, Mar, is that I don't know if it's canon, but she actually died.
She did die.
And she died. And she saved Anakin's life when she died. So, but yeah. So I think it's funny. There's always these Star Wars series out there, and they're like, "Well, what happened to Yaddle?" It's like, well, it wasn't in a movie or anything, but it was. Can't remember if it was in a comic book or if it was in a.
It was a book.
It was in a book. So.
I mean, we don't even know that they might actually have somebody else, part of the species. Of Yoda, who knows? They might try to do something with that.
Well, I mean,
it's got to be more than one.
What I think is funny is obviously we see what they want the child for, or Grogu, and why do you think that they think? Because from what I understand, from the little knowledge I know of the Yoda species, is that even though they're always born strong in the Force. They're always pulled to the light side.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So how would they believe using the blood of that species would be something they could use to create clones of, whether it be Snoke or if it would be the Emperor himself.
That's a good question, bro.
So I don't know if they have a way to manipulate the midichlorians or what. I don't know. But if you didn't notice that the guy that was with the child, you know, in the first one, the patch he had on was the same patch for the Camino cloners.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
But he was the one who also was telling, you know, the Mandalorian, he was like, I didn't harm him, you know, yeah, all that kind of stuff. He kind of came off as like a coward.
He was scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Katrina says that maybe it's a spin-off for a movie.
I don't know. I think if there's going to be a spin-off from The Mandalorian, it's probably going to be an Ahsoka Bo-Katan spin-off.
You think so? Nah.
Either that or it's going to be a spin-off of Ahsoka going after Thrawn. But I think he's going to appear because I think he's the one who's ordering Moff Gideon.
Plus, a couple of the new books are a part of him. That's the Disney books.
But the thing is the reason why Ahsoka is searching for Moff Gideon or for Thrawn is because who was with Thrawn when he disappeared? It was Ezra Bridger. So.
Well, that's confusing now. Well, not confusing. It's not confusing. I'm sorry. It is. Yeah, it is confusing.
But I could see. I would love to see an Ahsoka series. I'd love to see that.
Yeah,
and it'd be great if you put Ahsoka and Bo-Katan together too, because I thought Katie Sackhoff did a really great job.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Yeah, even though she was the voice of Bo-Katan through the Clone Wars as well. And
but do you think Disney's gonna put a TV show of another character that's not popular? I mean, I know she's getting a little popular now because of this, but you don't really know her. Wouldn't you think that Disney, that they're trying, would maybe try to do something with the Yoda species? I mean, we don't know nothing about it. They can add whatever they want.
The reason why we don't know anything about the Yoda species was because that was George Lucas decided he didn't want, that wasn't going to be something that was going to be public. He didn't want it out there.
Disney's making so much money off this child. Everybody. How easy would it be to make a series about it and everyone's going to watch it? And they can do whatever they want. And
you got to remember, George Lucas is back with some control in there.
Yeah, but let me be honest with you. If Iger wants it, Iger's getting it.
I don't think Iger's going to have anything to do with it anymore. It's going to be Chapek.
No, I think Iger. No, I don't see that. No. After listening to the last interview, Iger's still more in charge than we think he is.
But I don't think you're going to get it. Because I think it's all left in the hands of Dave Filoni. I think Dave Filoni is the new George Lucas. And Ahsoka Tano is Dave Filoni's creation.
Yeah, but you know they're going to do more than one actually series after this. Because they're not making movies no time soon.
Well, I mean, they already got the one series. And if we're looking at a new series, it's going to be a while. Because we got the Kenobi series coming. We got the Cassian Andor series coming. So that's already 2 new Star Wars series that are on their way. So if they come up with something else, it's going to be something that's going to be announced. And it's probably not going to happen until after those 2 series come out.
Yeah, probably not 2023, 2024.
Right. So, but I mean, I could see a lot of spinoffs off of this, not just, my God, they could probably do a Boba Fett spinoff if they wanted to. Ken, what is it with you and Boba Fett?
I don't understand why everyone likes him. I'm sorry, I don't get it.
Because he's awesome.
Whole follow, usually whatever. I don't get it.
I don't think anybody would have known what a Mandalorian was if it wasn't for Boba Fett.
True.
But he was in it. He talked a little bit. He took Han Solo. That was his whole role, and we think he's the best. I don't get it.
He's a badass. He's a badass.
Not true. He wrote an animal, a lizard, and fought Luke. I'm sorry. The Star Wars Christmas special isn't there for you. I think you can find it on YouTube, but it's in there. And that part was animated.
No, I don't watch animated.
So you've never seen the Clone Wars or Rebels?
No,
You're missing too much.
I'd rather read the book.
Are both of them already in Disney Plus, right?
Yeah, they're both on Disney Plus. Yeah.
Mike, you watch it.
The one I can't get into is Star Wars Resistance. I can't get into that one.
Yo, Chris Timko, what's going on? Booyah. What's going on? Thanks for being here.
But I am looking towards, any new show that they come out with.
Right. How about this? I talked about this a couple of weeks ago on the other show with Heaven, but it has to do with Star Wars. Did you see they are bringing out a new variant of droid you can build at the Droid Depot?
Yes, they did.
Yes.
And I can get a new one.
Yeah.
Mine's lonely.
Do you have a BB-8 or do you have a R2? That's it. Is that an R? It's not an R5, is it? It's actually.
I think I used it like once.
Yeah, same here. It's around there somewhere.
It might be an R5.
It is an R5.
Okay.
It's R5.
They do have an R1 there at Galaxy's Edge. Not one you can build, but there is an R1.
Well, I heard that the BB-8s, they get scratched up really fast.
Really?
So yeah. I was watching some whole thing on it. They showed after the first time it's all scratched because, it spins.
Yeah,
so,
and it's rolling across the ground. Yeah.
And this one, I just did the update on it, so now I can use my phone, and it plays games now.
Right. Hey, Chris. But I think the only thing I liked when I seen the BB-8s, and I'm like, they're cool, but there's no accessories for them like there is for the R2s. So, and then I.
All right, but sorry. Do you think Mace Windu will come into the picture?
You already missed it.
I like the idea. I do. I know Samuel L. Jackson has talked with Lucas, and he's asked about the character being alive, and Lucas says, "I don't see any reason why he couldn't still be alive. Jedi have fallen from higher heights before and survived." So. But the thing is the question is if he is still alive, what has he been doing?
Mm-hmm.
Because when it came to being in the Jedi Council, he was only second to Yoda.
How old is he going to be, too? I mean, you got to think about it. Anakin was young.
Well, look how old Palpatine is.
Yeah, but Palpatine is not real. I mean, we find out.
Wait, it's not real.
Oh.
No. I'm not. I'm talking about even by the time he was supposed to be over 100 years old.
Well,
but it's a little. I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this. Okay, so in the Phantom Menace or in Revenge of the Sith, do you think he's deformed by the lightning, or do you think he's just finally revealed what he actually looks like?
Reveal what he actually looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So. But what's funny is, well, I guess if he's cloned, he's not going to look like, So I'm sure they're not going to be like. I mean, if I was to have myself cloned, I'd want a younger version of me. Of not
with her. With her. But do you want to know what's going to happen in the next chapter?
What's going to happen next chapter?
Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's going to be chapter 15, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to know what's going to happen, chat.
Oh, God.
Make sure you turn in Friday morning at 1 in the morning in the Adventure of Gonzo's channel, where we're going to have the Mandalorian chapter 15 watch party reaction at 1 in the morning. See, see what I did there? I plugged my channel right there.
Yeah,
I
we
will
are
not-
towards the end. So you got anything else you want to plug while we're here?
Oh, we're almost there already?
Yeah, we're there.
Oh,
Well, I
Nice.
guess we got 5 minutes, but
that's it. Thank you. Oh, we got Disney Friends also tomorrow.
yes, we have Disney Friends tomorrow.
Yes. It's going to be a busy day tomorrow.
Did you hear
Yeah.
about the hours?
The standard?
No. For
Sure.
New Year's?
Well, how much was
Closing
the
at 11 o'clock.
New Year's at 11
New
o'clock?
Year's Eve, they're closing at 11 o'clock. Not even midnight. They just announced it.
Everybody home.
No one's going to be going. What's the point?
But
It
we
could be
can't.
work. Could
We
be
can't
color.
talk about something else. And it's
Why?
Star Wars related. Chris is coming back to Batu.
When?
What?
January.
Oh, I'm like, what the hell is Chris in January? Why?
Yeah, January what?
January?
It's
Yeah.
probably going to be the week between the 10th and the 17th.
Are you stay here in town or are you going to stay in a hotel?
I think we're going to stay there on Disney
We're
property.
going to stay in Disney?
The All Stars?
All Stars isn't open.
No. 15. You said what? 15?
Open.
No, the 10th to the 17th, but we're driving, so I probably won't get there till the 11th.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, all right. Cool. Maybe we can be the 12th. Got 12 off.
But
Oh. Yeah, man. We meet.
yeah,
Cool.
I don't.
That's it.
It may be me and Margie. It may just be me. So
Remember,
You'll
guys,
be-
supposed to build our lightsabers.
Are you probably? Oh, that's right. Are you going to Universal? No, Universal. Hollywood Studios. Come on, Gonzo. Get it together.
it probably just depends on what Heaven can get. So
Oh,
I'm hoping she has comp tickets, so I think that gets us into Hollywood. So
well, let me know, man.
yeah.
It'll be cool. If we all three can go, and let me SVP, we can go. That'll be cool.
But we did come up with an idea for a video we can make while we're down there.
Hmm.
The different popcorns at Walt Disney World.
Oh,
And Heaven's like, are you sure they have a lot of different kinds of popcorn at Walt Disney
yeah, they
World?
do. Yeah, they do.
But
Good, man. Less than a month, we're gonna hang out. Pretty
Yep.
cool.
Yep. What it is because I'm moving positions in the United States Postal Service, I have to take a break in service. So,
Oh, well, by all means, take a break together. Let's go.
so my separation will be January 10th, and then my start would be January 18th in a new position.
This is the way.
Really? They make you stop for a week?
Yeah, yeah. But the thing is even when I get moved up for a position every year, you have to take a week off. So it'll
Oh,
probably
wow.
be the same time almost every year. So,
Wow.
but there's some contracts going on that
Hey, Rachel.
possibly can change things. So
Hey, Mike.
especially it's looking like possibly a contract that might give us a raise. So
Hey, Kelly.
hey, Kelly. Hey, Rachel. I didn't see Rachel come in. Sorry. But yeah. Let's see. What are we're down to the last few minutes. You got everything what you're doing on your channel?
I'm good, man.
You're
Appreciate
good?
you. Thank
All
you.
right. So I dropped a video today of Heaven and Haley at Universal.
Really?
So, yeah.
How come I didn't get the pop-up thing?
I don't know. But yeah, they well, I was originally scheduled it for tomorrow, but I got home early today, so I'm like, I'm just gonna put it out today. I have a video dropping tomorrow. I don't want to say what it is. I'm just gonna let it happen. So it'll be at 3:00 tomorrow Eastern time. We got Hanging with the Family tomorrow, and you're gonna get to see us talk more about our trip coming down there to Florida to Walt Disney World.
Nice.
And then after that, I got the weekend off. Well, I don't really have the weekend off.
You know, you got the live stream with me.
I got a live stream with you. I thought I don't live stream with you again till Monday.
Oh, we don't do Thursdays anymore?
Oh, that's true. I forgot. Thursdays we have Disney Friends,
Oh boy.
where we're going to talk about Disney.
Oh boy. Look at Cam drinking beer. That's my man right there. There you go.
And then, of course, then we have Monday. We have melody mixes. Right.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
We're
Do we
gonna
know
have
what we're doing?
No mercy.
we're singing.
What about my idea of what we should do?
Yes,
Yes.
You know what you guys should do? You should lip sync.
but I think no. Is it this week?
He would really get he would get a copyright claim if we lip synced.
Yeah, ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. No, now that about the stand, there's music that I could stand up, sing, and dance. We're gonna rock this party like
But,
there's no tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So Tom Petty.
I don't know any songs about it
You do know songs by Tom Petty.
because I'm not that petty.
Also, Monday I'll be dropping a reaction video. I don't know what it's on yet. I haven't planned it out. But other than that, I think that's gonna do it. Guys, thanks for being here with me. Everybody in the chat, thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Chad. We love you. See you tomorrow.
Yep. May the force be with you.
May the force be with you. Share it, stream it,
Bye.
like it, hit it, punch it. Thank you. Thank you.
Punch it, Chewy.